If you are not willing to learn, no one can assist you. But if you determine to learn, no one can stop you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear students. We warmly welcome all of you to the BPE Business and Professional English Open Day webinar organized by SLIM, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. So firstly, we would happy to share about SLIM and BPE, Business and Professional English Program. The Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing is an apex body for Sri Lankan marketers since back in 1970s, and it was incorporated by an act of parliament in 1980s. SLIM, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. It was authorized an authority to edify the marketing profession in Sri Lanka. And of course, SLIM conducts huge national events, programs, and of course, award ceremonies on national scale. So ladies and gentlemen, and dear students, English is an essential skill for the workforce worldwide. Even though numerous educational programs attempt to provide a good understanding of the English language, they are not designed to cater to a specific field such as marketing. This may not be effective as a special English program that is conducted on a communications focusing especially on the corporate world, which is dominated by the English language. Being the national body for marketing, SLIM encourages and promotes marketers to further enhance themselves as marketing professionals by designing a unique English program that helps to engage in their business effectively and productively. Since marketing is an essential for any kind of professional, this business English program will be immensely helpful for society as a whole, regardless of their profession. So ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to one of our strong arms on both on and off ways in Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. She is a member of SLIM, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, M-SLIM, and of course, certified professional marketer in Asia Pacific. With over 17 years her career experience in advertising, insurance, and of course, education industries, mainly in business development and sales, and 15 years her managerial capacity with sales, business development, and of course, marketing experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of a warm welcome to Ms. Mihirini Fonseca for a brief introduction about the BPE, Business and Professional English.
Thank you, Dasun. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, Mihirini.
Okay.
You're audible.
Thanks. Okay. So once again, welcome all of you, and a very good morning to all of you. And I would like to specially welcome Mr. Udith Wijetunge, Head of Operations, Retail and Strategic Marketer, Latex Green Private Limited, and also Mrs. Shanika Pereira Fonseca, Lecturer SLIM, and also Ms. Umesha Bogahapitiya, Junior Executive SLIM Business School, and also all the participants from Colombo and Kandy, and also the business school heads. Before we move on, I would like to give a small brief about SLIM. Tinur, you can move on to the slides. So as all of you know, as Dasun mentioned, next slide, Tinura. SLIM incorporated by an Parliament Act in 1980, and also you can see the vision to lead the nation's efforts towards economic prosperity. Next slide, Tinura. And now today you all have joined for the Business and Professional English program. which is one of our education programs in the education portfolio. So other than the education programs that we conduct, we have a events arm, a very strong events arm. So you might have even seen these events or maybe visited. So one is the Slim Brand Excellence. That is, we recognize the slim brands through actually they come and present their brand strategies to a team of judges. So one main event is Slim Brand Excellence, and also we do People's Awards through Slim Canta with the research, and also National Sales Awards. That's for the salespeople. We recognize the salespeople, and also Restart Sri Lanka. Uh, Now, Slim is a institute. We started it before 53 years. So with the 50th anniversary, we started Restart Sri Lanka with the Prime Minister's office. And also FE's awards, that is for the to recognize the effectiveness of advertising with advertising agencies, and also Slim Digis, that is the to recognize the digital efforts of the companies, and also SMEDA, that's the latest event that we have introduced for the small and medium entrepreneurs. So those are the main events that we conduct under Slim umbrella, and also these are the affiliations we have, as I mentioned, with the Prime Minister's office, and also we are a member of Asia Marketing Federation with 17 countries, and we are proud to say a couple of years back, one of our past presidents was the president of Asia Marketing Federation. And also, we are a member of Employee Federation, and also OPA, FCCIS, and National Chamber of Commerce. Yeah, Tinura, next slide. And also we have international affiliations also. So you can see the international affiliations we have. That is with the Emerald Publishing, that's for the research side, and also Credly, and CPD, that is for some of our training programs. We have CPD, and also Digital Marketing Island, DMI, that is for our digital marketing arm. We are affiliated with DMI, and also we are a study center for CIM. We are the oldest study center for CIM, and also our MBA is from Glendale Wrexham University, UK. So those are the main international affiliations we have. And as I mentioned earlier, today all have joined for the business and professional English. So that is under the education arm. And also we have a membership arm as well. So once when they finish the qualifications and also with the work experience, uh, the students can apply for the membership, and they can get the membership. We have different categories like ordinary, associate, certified, and also honorary fellow. So likewise, we have different membership categories. And as I mentioned, the event SAM and also Restart Sri Lanka, that is with the 50th anniversary. And also training. Again, we have a very strong training arm. Uh, we do customized programs with companies, customized qualifications, and also workshops, public workshops. And also we bring foreign speakers to Sri Lanka, because if you want to go and listen to these people, it could be very costly to go and listen to these speakers. So we bring these speakers to Sri Lanka, and then with a nominal payment, we sell these to students. If you all can remember, a few years back, we brought down Professor Philip Kotler and number one service guru Ron Kaufman. So likewise, these are the training programs we do. And also, other than this, these affiliations, we have a strong research arm also, which were introduced a few months back. And also, we have a sustainability arm as well. Talking about the education programs, we have the professional certificate in marketing program. That's the basic one for the marketing, which is a 3 months program. And also that the same program we have in Sinhala and Tamil as well, PCM Sinhala and PCM Tamil. And also the same program we have online as well. And the flagship product of SLIM is the postgraduate diploma in marketing, which is known as the SLIM qualification. And also the national diploma in sales management. If anybody wants to specialize in sales, we have the national diploma in sales management program, which is a 1-year program. And also the strategic brand management, that is for the people who are interested in brand management and pharmaceutical marketing. And the people who are interested in services marketing, we have the services marketing as marketing program as well. Sinura, yeah. So other than that, we have introduced few digital marketing programs as well. Certificate in digital marketing, diploma in digital marketing. So those two programs are affiliated with DMI Ireland, as I mentioned earlier also. And we have the latest program that we have introduced to the portfolio is data-driven marketing, DDMP, and also CIM. We are a study center for CIM and the business and professional English, which you all have participated today, and also entrepreneurial marketing, that is for the people who are uh, planning to be entrepreneurs and who are already entrepreneurs. So we have the entrepreneurship marketing, and we have certified professional marketer. That's a status program. So once you finish your CIM, PGD, or else your marketing qualification, you will be able to get the status. And also the MBA is from Glendale Exam University. So those are the programs that we have. Once you finish your business and professional English, or even parallel to that, you will be able to get enrolled for these programs. And we have special offers for the people who are already enrolled in business and professional English. And also, if you all want to get enrolled in any of the programs, just talk to the business development team. So they will support you with to get registered for these programs. And also, we have the you can see the membership benefits, and we have a Toastmasters club to improve your public speaking and leadership skills. And also we have networking nights and evening meetings. So likewise, these are the other than the education now, these are the other areas the other affiliation SLIM is serving. And also in short, we call it, because you can see SLIM is not only specialized in education, it has events, it has membership, it has research. So we call it the marketing Mahagedara. So once again, welcoming all of you for the business and professional English program, and hope all will complete this successfully, and wish you all the best for future programs as well. Thank you. Over to you, Dasun.
Appreciate Ms. Mihiruni Fonseca for that great introduction about the Marketing Mahagedara and what the Marketing Mahagedara, actually the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, will offer for its students. To introduce our guest speaker for today, he is working as a head of operations at retail and strategic markets for Latex Green Private Limited. Back on the days, he worked as general manager for David Peary's Motor Company Private Limited in Colombo, marketing manager at Fonterra Brands Lanka, Biegama, and division manager ABC Pharma Services in Colombo. And this gentleman who holds his MBA from Sri Jawadhanapura University, PIM Colombo, postgraduate diploma in marketing from SLIM. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of a warm welcome to our guest speaker for BPE Open Day, Mr. Udith Wijetunge.
Thank you very much, Dazun. Good morning to all of you. And it is actually a personal pleasure and an honor to be a part of this prestige Open Day for the program that is that is going to be started by SLIM. And it is actually always what I find is as Mihirini told about Slim being the marketing Mahagedara, which is, I would say, my humble beginnings was also from Slim, and I'm proud of being a Slim graduate because the foundation was from Slim, and which I have never forgotten, and I have got the opportunity to contribute back to the future of professionals that is being produced by Slim. So it is actually a great honor. So I would like to start off by sharing my small presentation I got together, because I will make it very short for you all. Just hold on. Hope you can see my presentation. Dasun, is the presentation visible?
No, sir, we can't see your presentation still.
Yeah, hold on. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir, now it's visible.
Okay, so welcome all of you to a wonderful program that is going to be started by Slim, Business and Professional English. So I'm supposed to deliver a guest speech today. So I'll rest assure you that I will not be giving you all a lecture in English. I think for that, all the professionals are geared to start off the program. So I would like to first of all tell you all that you all are in good hands and professional hands of Slim, and which is actually you should take the best out of it. Because I would like to quote Marshall Goldsmith, one of the highest respected corporate trainer, emotional intelligence expert, and an author who has been reviewed by Harvard Business Review as well. So he gives a quote to say that what got you here won't take you there, or what got you here won't get you there. Very famous book. I would invite everyone to read it at your leisure, which you will take quite a lot of interest as well as learning towards your professional career or professional future. If I may just interpret what got you here won't get you there in Sinhala as well, because I was told that it is better that I use both the languages. Oba aa gaman maga sarthakai, namuth e sarthaka gaman magen aa gamanema ඉදිරියට යන්න බෑ. මොකද ඒ විදිහටම ඉදිරියට යන්න ගියොත් ඒ ගමනේ සාර්ථකත්වයේ සම්පූර්ණ ප්‍රතිඵල ලබා ගන්න බෑ. So that was the interpretation in Sinhala. Then Marshall Goldsmith said, the difference between teaching and coaching is the difference between I want to learn and I need help to get better and better. ඇත්තටම කියනවා නම් coaching and learning, studying and being coached. එහෙම නැත්නම් when you're looking at a program of this stature, that you are coming into a business, professional business English or corporate English or corporate language skills, it is very important that you should be coached. You can learn, but coaching becomes even more important. So Marshall Goldsmith said the difference between teaching and coaching, because sometimes people will wonder, why should I pay and come for a program from Slim that will train us for corporate and business English? That is because it's not only teaching, it is coaching. Coaching becomes that much important to get better and better. So I thought that I will quote this personality, who's a world famous personality, who have told that coaching while teaching becomes a big impact to your success. අනිත් එක පරණ ගමන් මගේ ඇවිල්ලා ඒ ආපු විදිහට අපි එක තැනකට එන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ තැනින් තව ඉදිරියට ගමන් කරන්න නම් අපිව පුළුවන් තරම් අපි මේ environment එකට adapt වෙන්න ඕනේ. We need to have that adaptability. So the adaptability to the business world or the corporate world predominantly lies on the hands of the individual. An individual need to be trained and coached to obtain that skill, because language is also a skill. So I would like to quote him. And then why English, corporate business English is important. හැම වෙලාවෙම අපි කල්පනා කරන දෙයක් තමයි ඇයි අපි මේ දේ කරන්නේ? ඇයි අපි වියදම් කරලා ඉගෙන ගන්න? Why slim? Why slim කියන එකට I think I gave quite a lot of answers. I think the introduction speech itself spoke about the expertise that Slim can offer to many of the programs that is there today when it comes to marketing, brand management, sales management, any of these. But the foundation, the ground level is a proper vocabulary for business English or corporate world. Because I'm sure you all will agree with me, the corporate world today is very diverse. And because of the current context of, if you take Sri Lanka as an example, a lot of people are trying to migrate, a lot of people are seeking foreign employment. So the biggest or the main bridge between these opportunities is learning your corporate or business English. If you're pursuing career, if you're pursuing foreign employment, if you're pursuing even remote working, I'm sure you know that there is something very newly that has come into the market, or rather to the global business arena because of COVID. Api kata kara COVID deka nisa new normal kian aspect එක. So new normal actually have come into place. What is this new normal? New normal is that people don't have to physically work in the global space. You can work at your comfort of home, but then you need to interact with global employers and customers. So interacting in that, English becomes a cardinal and an ardent most important qualification. Most employees use English as a preliminary language or primarily at work. So which is very important, why you should be coached and trained in English. And then the WWW, or we call it the world digitalization. Global business has digitalized vast and widely. I really don't have to tell y'all, I'm sure everyone who's here knows the importance of digitalization, and digitalization knows mostly or majority or 90% plus is on English language. There are opportunities to customize your language, but a global bridge, if you want to cross over to anywhere in the world, it is English which is important. So I thought I should share this with you to understand why you should come into a program of this nature. Then I really would like to share a little bit of learning that I had with myself towards you. The knowledge that you have or you acquire at a later stage or day to day, sometimes I would call it, we are all lifelong learners. Professor Ajanta Dharmasiri, who was the ex-director of Sri Jayawardenepura PIM University, who always told that everyone should be lifelong learners. Actually, it is broken into this particular two aspects. Knowledge largely comprises of two things: explicit knowledge and tacit knowledge. Explicit knowledge is the knowledge that is stored, that is basically referred, or that is basically acquired by reading. By reading can be online as well as textbook, and as well as the training programs and the coaching programs and the programs like this, which Slim is largely involved in shaping the future of our country. So this is one of the efforts of theirs. So explicit knowledge largely involves in shaping your thinking. Now, what is tacit knowledge? Tacit knowledge is experiential knowledge. You gain that knowledge through experience and exposure. The most important factor is both these knowledge components. Sometimes some people will say explicit knowledge is more stronger or needed than the tacit. Some people say, no, no, all these qualifications, learnings, everything is something that you can, that'll basically is a mere paper or confined to a certificate. Tacit or experience knowledge is everything, where you are being trained, molded, you go through your life in hardships. Hari amaruයි tacit knowledge එක ගන්න ගොඩාක් ප්‍රශ්න බාධා කඩලු පැනගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ඕනේ tacit knowledge එක acquire කරන්න. And that takes time. So some people think tacit knowledge will contribute larger than explicit knowledge. But if you take my experience and the experts' understanding, is both these knowledges are very important. But of course, tacit knowledge is something that is large and that is difficult to acquire. So that to work for you, you need explicit knowledge well, because that gives your head the format. Now in business English or corporate English, somebody can say, I know English already. Why should I learn business English or corporate English? What is so different about it? But actually what happens is it is a part of that explicit knowledge that shapes your thinking and shapes your vocabulary to meet the diverse demands of the corporate world. Because corporate world does not use general English. There is quite a lot of corporate jargon that you need to understand and that you need to use if you want to climb the corporate ladder. As Marshall Goldsmith also said, what got you here won't take you there. What got you here is your general English. But if you want to go there to achieve something greater, it's important that you're being coached and your explicit knowledge will give structure to your tacit knowledge. I hope I'm making myself clear to you. Learning business English will help you mastering the vocabulary that would use in situational work. Now, what is this situational work? Some person might get employed as a marketeer. Since Slim is behind this, I would like to quote more on the marketing side. In marketing, in sales, what happens is even in brand management, you need certain situations to negotiate, to convince, to advertise. You need a different type of language. You need to understand the psychology of a customer. So this is called situational work. So certain vocabulary is needed for certain situations of work. So I'm sure this program will shape you and give you that background and confidence to perform. Learning corporate communication expressions. And you will be amazed once you get employed. If you're already employed, you would be knowing that. But if you're an undergraduate who wants to get employed, or if you want to be going for an internship, you will see large amount of words that might not be very familiar. You know your English very well, but in corporate world, in business world, the language expressions that are used are much different. So that is what you call, or that is what's segregate or rather contrast between a normal or average individual to a professional individual. So that's the large difference in it. Then learning how to do business related tasks, that would be the norm in general work setting. Business related tasks. What are these business related tasks? Writing business reports. You will have to write business reports. It can be an analytic report. It can be a different plan. It can be a strategic report. Delivering presentations. Presentations that you have been listening to now. Dasun started, Mihirani opened up, and I'm delivering the guest speech. These are all part and parcel of presentations. Expressing opinion. You need to express your opinion. You need to articulate. Now, the word articulate itself, usually in general English, is not taught. But articulation importance will be taught in corporate and business English. Because you need to be more, what can I say, crystal clear if you want to drive a business objective towards getting results. So that's why expressing opinion becomes important. Conducting meetings. You might have to head a meeting. You might have to contribute to a meeting. Meetings, there are different types: strategic meetings, brainstorming sessions, sales meeting, brand meetings, writing letters and emails. One of the key aspects, if my experience is to be shared with you, where most of the people find difficulty more than speech is when you have to write letters and emails. And I'm sure that you know, or you agree, or you understand. If not, definitely Slim will do that for you in terms of the importance of writing and email writing skills. Forget about email writing in general. Letters, quotations, emails, proposals, everything. Because quite a lot of people get blocked in this aspect if they really don't know how to be professional. In a letter writing, if you open it up with a name, there is a proper salutation to start and end, a greeting. That will be taught to you in professional English or business English, which is one of the important factors to learn. And there is a tonality when you write or when you speak in the corporate world. There is a tonality to be very professional, very subtle, very simple, sometimes very elaborating. It depends on the situation where you need to get that message across in that particular aspect. I'm sure that I am making myself clear to you, because what I'm trying, my intention today is to tell you the importance of learning the corporate or the business language. Especially when you're looking at roles and responsibilities within the organization or even outside the organization. Company එක ඇතුලේ ප්‍රොමෝෂන් එකක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා නම් company එකෙන් පිට දැන් ඉන්න level එකට වඩා එක step එකක් උඩට යනවා නම්, right? You need to first of all understand the job profile, and then you need to understand the role of the job, and then targeting that, you need to prepare your CV, prepare your covering letter. Probably you might have to give a presentation, a proposal to be selected to the position, or to get a promotion in the same organization. All this entails into one aspect, that the importance of business and corporate English. And especially in the context of certain different roles, as I just told you, the divisions or the functions: finance, law, accounting, marketing, office management, tourism, engineering, advertising, commercial trade. There are so many diverse responsibilities. Whether it is local, whether it is international, all these functions require a proper professional approach towards handling your vocabulary. It can be vocab as well as it is on the writing platform as well. So sharing my experience with all of you, with 23 plus years of experience in local and multinational companies, starting from Glaxo to Fonterra to many international exposures, as well as local. Pharmaceutical was the start of my career, and I'm a person who have gone cross industries. Now, a lot of people think if somebody starts at pharma, they should end their career in pharma. Some people think if you are FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, you don't have a possibility of crossing over. A pharmaceutical person will not be able to be employed in FMCG. Some people think automotive sector, another industry. If you are automotive, if you know about service, spare parts, whatever vehicles, you can't use that knowledge in another company. Obviously, you cannot use the knowledge of the products, but the knowledge that you have earned can be customized and adapted and applied for different industries. If you take my experience, my career starts in pharmaceuticals, goes through finance, goes through IT, then comes into FMCG. Then from FMCG, it's automotive. And then from automotive, it is a different industry altogether called FMCD, consumer durables. Now I'm into latex products, which is in local and foreign markets. So somebody thinking that, now why am I saying all this to you, is to share a bit of experience. It is all about adaptability. I'm going back to Marshall Goldsmith. What got you here won't take you there. What got you to a particular place? If you want to grow and go to places, you need to learn and you need to be able to unlearn as well. if you think that මම සියලු දේ දන්නවා මට තව දෙයක් ඉගෙන ගන්න නෑ මම ඉංග්‍රීසි දන්නවා why should I learn business English, that is your end point. Always be open to learn, and this is a very good program that will create, because I myself is thankful because I see youngsters taruna parampara who comes to apply and comes to jobs. Sometimes when we give the opportunity they struggle because they find so difficult to adapt to the corporate language, to adapt to the business language, to get those skills. They take a long time. So if a program like this can really shape you at least the foundation level, later on you probably can choose which path you're going to go. Is it HR, is it marketing, is it management, is it something else? But first of all, this foundation becomes ardently important. I'm going to conclude, but by concluding, I want to leave a thought with you. Please give your fullest attention towards changing yourself towards the diverse global environment, or rather diverse macro environment that we are going to change the picture. I would like to leave a comment saying that winners don't do different things, they do things differently. Jayagrahakyo venas deval nokarai, deval venas vidhiyata karai. This is a statement by Shiv Kera, not by me. This is something that you can always have in back of your mind and have it, in your head, that whenever I think, I look at something, I don't want to do different things. I really need to do things differently. If you become a person who is highlighted in a corporate world, that you are professionally poised as a person who knows your language, business language, then you will be outshining the rest of the people. Always remember, you have to, people are very average together, but then if you are highlighted, you will be seen different and you will see a better future for you. And to prove that comment, there, you might have known, or you still know, that high jump is a very, very big event in the athletic arena. Very long years back, centuries back, people started jumping in different levels or different styles. These are certain styles that people have tried their level best to jump the highest level possible. But a person called Dick Fosbury, up to date, the jump is, or the jumping technique is called Fosbury jump, shook the entire world by jumping the highest height. Why? Because winners don't do different things, they do things differently. High jump never changed, but the way the jump was taken is changed, or was changed forever. So thank you very much for all of you, and I wish you all the very best on this program, and I'm sure that you will be better vocabulary holders when you go into the corporate world. All the success to you. Thank you.
Thank you, and I appreciate Mr. Udith Wijetunge for your visionary and of course boundless thoughts that you have blended with BPE Open Day webinar. So ladies and gentlemen, she is a senior manager HR, MBSL Sri Lanka PLC, and of course visiting lecturer, lawyer, HR professional. But back on her days, she worked as a manager for HR business partner at Hemas Hospital in Wattala and senior assistant manager HR Sadaharita Plantations Limited. So ladies and gentlemen, please give warm round of warm welcome to Mrs. Shanika Pereira Fonseca to convey lecturer speech.
Thanks, Dasan. Very good morning to all of you. I hope I'm audible to everyone, and I hope you can see the presentation that I'm sharing.
Good morning, ma'am. Yeah, you are audible and yeah, visible.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Dasan. Okay. Very good morning to all of you on the platform, and I've been listening to a very inspiring speech by Mr. Wijetunge all this time, and the introduction by Mihirini as well, and the additional introductions by Dasun too. So I guess I've got nothing much to add to the forum, because basically all the aspects that should be covered have already been covered. But as a lecturer in the panel of lecturers of SLIM, let me share a few ideas with you all. Let me start with this thought. In order to succeed, we must first believe that we can, right? So yeah, I hope I'm sharing my ideas in this platform with a set of professionals or aspiring professionals who believe in themselves, right? So so why business and professional English is what I wanted to actually touch upon first of all. But having listened to Mr. Wijetunge, I would say that Mr. Wijetunge has covered basically everything related to why you should learn business and professional English, and why you should polish yourself, and why you should shape yourselves to make yourselves future ready, career ready. But let me also run you through these slides very, very briefly. So as discussed, English is an international common tongue. In today's business context, we cannot even think of functioning as professionals without being sharp on this language. Doesn't mean to say that your knowledge in Sinhala, your knowledge in Tamil, being your mother tongue isn't good enough. Yes, of course, you need to be quite good in your mother tongue for sure. I too am really, really fluent in my mother tongue, first of all. But having said that, for you to thrive in the business world, for you to thrive in your career, you've got to be fluent in this, common tongue. We call this common tongue. We call it the link language. We call it a gap filler. We call it a bridge between different cultures. So all these have come into play because English is so important in today's context when it comes to professional life as well as personal life, I would say. It boosts your personality and offers you more development opportunities, yeah, for you to project your image, better than others, for you to outshine others, as Mr. Wijetunge pointed out very correctly. You've got to, polish yourselves in this language as well. As I told you, giving the due priority, the due place to our mother tongue, which we really love. We all have to be, extremely good in this language for us to thrive in the career that we are engaged in, or the career that we are aspiring to get into. As I told you, I heard that we have students from Colombo as well as Kandy. It's really nice to have all of you on one platform like this, and maybe we have a mixed crowd of professionals as well as aspiring professionals, students who are doing their high studies, aspiring to get into the world of work and start your professional journey, right? So for that, you need to boost your personality. Once again, I'm referring to Mr. Wijetunge's thoughts, yeah? At various interviews, we've seen so qualified candidates. Sometimes they are like the most qualified out of the lot. But if you cannot project your image properly, if you cannot answer the questions asked in the language that is, posed to you, so there's some lack. I don't mean to say that you won't get the job because you cannot handle the language. Just because you speak in Sinhala, you won't get the job. But then there is a question mark as to how well you can, present yourselves to the customers in the job that you have chosen. Maybe internal customers, maybe external customers. According to the career that we select, some of us deal directly with external customers, whereas people in HR, audit, finance, and all these divisions, and many other divisions, they cater to internal customers. So in whatever role that you're handling, you've got to project that personality of yours, which will win you more and more opportunities. All right, so referring back to Mr. Wijetunge, it was really nice to see what Marshall Goldsmith has presented. Yeah, this is exactly what we are also trying to tell you, trying to do through this program. Not just mere teaching, but coaching you, training you to grab more opportunities, to grab more opportunities to climb the career ladder as fast as possible. Right? What got you here might not get you there. That's what it said, right? So maybe you survived up to an extent with the skills that you already have, right? But if you keep on sharpening up on your skills, you will achieve greater heights. So to achieve that greater height, you will have to walk that extra mile. You have to gain more skills, more talents for you to outshine others in the world of work. For that, probably what you have been doing already might not be good enough. It might definitely help you, but you might need that extra bit, that extra something that you will, that will help you to get up there, to, keep on climbing the career ladder. So, yeah, so this program will cater to that requirement for sure. That's a promise from my end as a lecturer on behalf of the Institute and all the lecturers. So this is exactly what we're trying to do through this program. We are trying to not conduct just another English class where you attend the class and learn and just go and learn things theoretically and that's it. No, it's not that. We are trying to train and coach you to grab better opportunities, climb your career ladder faster by equipping you with more skills and more talents, by polishing your personality. So we need that 50% from your end. As a lecturer, I would earnestly request you all, so for you all to boost your personality, please assist us also to give our 50, so that when you put in your 50, it will be 50, 50, 100%. It's a teaching learning process, or let's say training and gaining knowledge process, where both ends have to give their best. So we would like all of you who attend this program to attend every lesson with this thought in mind, knowing and always remembering as to why you are attending this program, to add that extra bit to your personality, to boost your personality more. I mean, to project a better personality than before, right? So more career opportunities will be there for you the more you sharpen on your skills and talents. Of course, subject knowledge is extremely important. Your subject knowledge is certainly important, and all the other skills and soft skills and hard skills and everything that are required at your job are extremely important. But English, I mean, your fluency in handling business English will add that extra icing part of it, to add that flavor into your personality. So we are doing it for our own selves. So we have to be driven by this motive throughout the program. And also, English will give you wide access to knowledge and information, as all of us know, right? Most of the higher educational programs are conducted in English. So for you to keep on adding more and more qualifications into your profile, you need to thrive in this language. For you to gain more knowledge, to be updated, you've got to handle this language well enough so that you will be equipped enough, you will be future ready, you will be career ready, right? And you will be promotion ready as well, isn't it? Right? Just rather than just being in the position that you are for so many years, you need to show that you're ready for the next jump in your career. The more you project that personality, the more you will gain such opportunities. So for you to gain knowledge and information, for you to get qualified, this language will surely come in handy. And also when it comes to traveling in the world, now more than ever, right? For a while during the COVID season and all, though this came to a temporary halt, by now this has got a boost once again. And for you to travel for business purposes or for your personal purposes, you need to thrive in this language, isn't it? Because this will, bridge the gap between like different nations, because another nation might speak in their own mother tongue, and if you travel to another country and start speaking in your mother tongue, probably people might not understand. Most of the people might not understand unless you find somebody from your own country in that other country, right? So English will definitely help you out in that scenario as well. Yes, and something else also, access to great wealth of entertainment. Yeah, as human beings, while being professionals, we still need some entertainment for our lives, right? I mean, maybe reading books, watching a film, watching a TV series, listening to music, you name it, all that is in this I mean, topic included in this. And for you to get the best benefit out of it, you've got to handle this language well enough. You don't need translations and subtitles when you are good in this language. And for us to get a good cultural understanding, I mean, we live in a global village nowadays, isn't it? Not just nowadays. Long ago, when this concept came into the world. So we need to understand different cultures, for us to do business with different cultures, for us to travel in the world, for us to probably migrate one day. We need to understand the cultures. So entertainment, these sources of entertainment are really good ways of, you know, giving us a lot of knowledge on different cultures, for us to be more comprehensive as persons, as global citizens. We need to have that understanding of what's happening in the world and how do people act and react, how do people think in different contexts, what are their attitudes. For all this, I think this will really be of help. And to depict the true Sri Lankan identity, yeah, I mean, we have ups and downs for sure. Let's focus on the positives of it, right? As professionals, English will definitely provide us with a great bridge to take the true identity of our nation to the world. Yes, whatever said and done, our people are doing wonders in the world, aren't they? That is because they communicate in this language with people and, you know, show what they are capable of, right? Show to the world their achievements. People talk of Sri Lankans, don't they? They do. And for us to communicate with, you know, the other nations, and even if you're invited to an international forum for an achievement of yours, you've got to, you know, bat on well, isn't it? So for that also, we need to be fluent in this language. So all of us are proud Sri Lankans, aren't we? Whether we are planning to live in this country, whether we are planning to migrate, I mean, whatever we are planning to do, right? I mean, born as Sri Lankans, and we will always be proud Sri Lankans. So to depict the true identity, our true capabilities, we need to thrive in this language. And as I told you, as Mr. Udith Wijetunge very well explained in a very interesting manner, I guess I don't need to add more details about, you know, the importance of learning or like, you know, importance of sharpening yourselves to handle business English well. All right, everyone. So what is expected from you now that you have made a conscious decision to enroll yourselves to follow this program? You might definitely have a lot of motives at the back of your mind, isn't it? So what is expected from you as students during this program? Everybody says these things, isn't it, when you enroll for a program? But I will tell you why we are asking you these things in particular. As I told you at the very beginning, this is not just another English class where you get a few material, a few activities, and, you know, I mean, hear us speaking to you and that's it. No, we are trying our best to train and coach you to be ready for your next jump, whether you're a student who's pursuing higher studies, aspiring to get into the world of work, or whether you are already engaged in work as a professional. We need to keep on climbing up the career ladder, isn't it? So we are trying our best. We are giving our best. That's a promise from our end, to sharpen you on that, to shape your personality for that. So regular attendance on your part is extremely important. I hope you know how long this program is. This is not going on for years and years. This is a 12 weeks program, right? So that's going to be, 12 lessons for you, 12 into 4. That will be 48 hours of learning. And if you're determined enough, if you have the right motive, 48 hours of learning will be more than enough for you to start on this journey, right? Because this is not going to be the end of it. This is probably going to be the beginning of your, professional English journey, or probably you're somewhere halfway through in the journey, right? So we would like to give you a good boost to that journey through this program. So we would earnestly request all of you to attend the program, attend your lessons regularly. All right, because with each lesson we are giving you different kinds of opportunities to speak up, to share your experiences, share your knowledge, do a bit of writing, polish up on your grammar, and do a bit of listening, and also add on to the vocabulary of yours, as pointed out by Mr. Wijetunge, to polish up on your corporate jargon. All right, to give you more and more corporate communication expressions for you to thrive in this arena. So for this, your attendance, your regular attendance at lectures is going to be really, really helpful. We will find enough and more excuses, of course, isn't it? When we try to pursue certain targets, it's a very common scenario that we come across so many obstacles. As human beings, that's our nature, isn't it? I don't mean to say that you find lousy excuses or anything, but yeah, certain excuses seem to be very serious and unavoidable, yes. If your excuse is extremely serious, unavoidable, well, that's fine. But otherwise, try your best to attend lectures, regularly, and your punctuality is also very important. Having stressed on punctuality, I would also add this. Those of you who are, already at work, sometimes you've got to, attend certain training sessions, certain sudden discussions, compulsory ones, right? So on such days, be good enough to keep your institute and the lecturer informed that you've got to attend this particular discussion during this period. So you will be attending the class soon after that. Yes, that will be fine because we are dealing with professionals in this platform. But on days you're, quite free and, do not have any other commitments, we would really like you to attend the classes punctually, at least 5-10 minutes before, whether you're attending lessons on an online platform or whether you're attending lessons physically. You need to be ready. You need to prepare your mind to, gain knowledge. Set goals for yourselves, since this is going to be program for 12 weeks. We've got to set goals before we start on this program. With every batch we expect this to be done, because we would like you to keep on evaluating yourselves to see whether you keep on moving towards the goals that you have set to achieve through this program. All right, so you know where you stand at the moment. You know whether you can carry on with a conversation in English with anybody. You know by now whether you can converse with any local, but not really with foreigners. You know whether you can understand everything a local tells you in English, but not really a foreigner, because their speed and their accent, they're a bit different. It's you who can judge yourself the best. So judge yourself, judge where you stand at the moment, all right? And set goals for yourselves. If you feel that you can, handle a normal conversation up to some extent at the moment, by the end of this program, you should be able to, thrive at conversations. By the end of this program, you should be able to have that confidence of delivering a very interesting speech or a presentation. So likewise, we would like you to set goals for yourselves, so that it's going to really help both ends, both yourselves as well as us, because even as the lectures are progressing, we welcome your feedback. whatever is going to be very interesting to you, we would like you to tell us so that we can include more of those, not harming the gist of the delivery of the program, but to include more of activities that you're more interested in, and cut down on activities that you find a bit boring without, once again, without affecting the delivery of the program negatively. So it's really good when you set goals for yourselves so that we can evaluate ourselves as to whether we are progressing towards achieving those. And for those who are joining online, I would urge you to have a strong internet connection as well, because this is a prerequisite for students who are joining online. I know we have students who are joining online as well as physical lectures, probably in this platform as well. So for those of you who are planning to attend online lectures because that you've decided that that's the best option for you given your busy schedules and all that, right? For very fair reasons, if you pick the online option, please make sure that you get yourselves equipped enough with all these. Video, audio facilities is going to be a must for online learning, because this is an interactive session, not just a delivery by the lecturer's end where you sit and listen and yawn halfway through. It's not that. We would like you to on your cam. We would like you to speak up, share your experiences. So that's going to be an interactive session likewise. Proper setup to participate in the class is a must. So for those of you who are attending physical lectures, thanks to the Institute, you have a proper setup already prepared for you by the Institute. But if you wish to participate in the lectures on an online platform with the comfort of your home, right? And as Mr. Wijetunge pointed out, with the new normal scenarios coming into play, right? It's like if you're selecting the mode of online education, yeah, perfectly all right, if it's going to fit your schedule the best. But we would like y'all to give your best from your end as well, despite all the obstacles and despite all the other challenges that will come your way. Let's bear in mind, when we set goals for ourselves, we will always encounter thousands and millions of excuses, challenges, obstacles, issues, and so many things. But if you're a determined professional, or if you're a determined aspiring professional, you can overcome those obstacles because you're focused enough to achieve what you want. All right, moving on. We need a lot of interaction from your end. Join the discussions, whether you join physically or online, it doesn't matter. Your interaction throughout is extremely important for us to reap the best benefit out of this program, because as I told you at the very beginning, this is not just a teaching session. This is going to be a training and coaching session where we will help you or lend a helping hand to all of you to take the next move in your career. All right, so yeah, do one thing at a time. We Sri Lankans are extremely good at multitasking, isn't it? So is that bad? No, it's not bad. Being good at multitasking is extremely good. That's exactly how we have achieved so many things in life, isn't it? But when it comes to getting a training, getting a coaching, doing one thing at a time is extremely important. Why? Because you need to focus, 100% focus on what is being taught to you, what is being, coached, what is being trained. All right. So, what the lecturer is trying to inculcate in you, what the lecturer is trying to, get you to sharpen on. For all this, you need to focus on what's going on during the lecture. So once again, whether you join online or physical lectures, keep away from FB, text messages, and all kinds of calls and all kinds of disturbances, because consider it, you've got to consider it as a coaching session, a grooming session. You're going to sharpen up on your skills for you to emerge as your next best self. All right, so these are the things that are expected from you, and this is the summary of what I've been telling you throughout. We need the right attitude from your end, that, trainee attitude, the one who is being coached. We need that attitude from your end for you to reap the best benefit out of this. And your enthusiasm, you start with a lot of enthusiasm, isn't it? Unless you have enthusiasm, you will not enroll for a program or a course of study at all. Now that you have enough enthusiasm, congratulations all of you. We would like all of you to maintain it throughout, because it's not going to be, as I told you, not a program for years and years. A very short program, but that will give you the best if you put in your best efforts, if you participate with the right motives. All right, and the determination to achieve the set targets. All right, so as I briefed to you already, we need these three things. I'm pretty sure that you can give these three things, isn't it? Now that you have made up your mind to invest your valuable time and money on this program, come with the right attitude, enthusiasm, and determination. So your results are guaranteed. You will certainly walk away with what you want to achieve through this program. Right, let me wind up with this thought. The best way to predict the future is to create it. So we are in the process of creating it, aren't we? All of us are in the process of creating it. So we need that 50% from your end. Give your best. Let's create our future. And let's make this program also a booster to create our future. Right, so thank you everyone, and good luck to all of you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate Ms. Shanika for that informative thoughts that you have shared with our students. So ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our program brief. I would warmly welcome Mrs. Umesha Bogahapitia, Junior Executive at Slim Business School, to share the program brief. Mrs. Umesha.
Good morning, Dasun. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Also, can you see my slides, right?
Yeah, can see. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. Good morning, dear students. On behalf of Slim Business School, I would like to warmly welcome you for the inauguration of BPE 223. I'm Umesha Bogahapitia, the program coordinator of BPE program. So here I would like to take you through some important details about the BPE program. So as you can see, this presentation includes the important outcomes such as introduction, program components, program outline, evaluation, and delivery. So as the first point, the target audience for this program is SLIM students to further enhance themselves as marketing professionals and all the other professionals. So this program will be conducted for a period of 3 months, and it will aim to provide competencies in the areas of writing, speaking, and listening skills. According to that, the program objectives will be develop oral and written language skills in business context, expand vocabulary related to general business situations, communicate confidently and effectively in business context, and recognize the features of different language styles used in business correspondence, such as memos, emails, business letters, and reports. So the program content will be essential English grammar, writing in the business world, effective presentation skills, and effective telephone skills. The program components will be the workbook as well as the classroom activities. There are many group activities, role plays in this workbook, like so in physical classes, we are doing everything related to the workbook. For the online classes, and for sure, your lecturer, Miss Shanika, will be doing great lectures and interactive sessions for you all. And there will be a separate lecturer for the physical batch. And we have audio clips and video clips related to each module. So those also will be very helpful for you all. And this is the workbook for BPE, and this will carry all the modules you will learn in this program. You will be received this at the registration point once you completed the document submission. Moving forward to the program outline. So in this program, it includes 8 modules. Saying hello and introduction, socializing, telephoning, exchanging information, arranging meetings, presentations, business letters, and report writing. So in the evaluation method, there are actually 2 evaluation methods. First one is oral examination. The second one is written examination. So first you have your oral examination. In here, you have to do a presentation by your own. After that, once you have successfully done the oral examination, you will be eligible for the written exam. It's a 2-hour paper. So students who have done the oral exam will only be eligible for this written exam. And most importantly, like Ms. Shanika said, the attendance will be highly monitoring. All participants must maintain attendance above 85%. So this will be added to your final marks. Moving forward, the delivery will be done by 3 steps. First one is registration, second one is coaching, and third one is communication. When it comes to the registration, once you are registered in BPE program, you will need to submit us a copy of NIC and a stamp size photograph. All the registered students are informed to submit these documents to the LMS. Let me quickly guide you on that. So you have to log into our LMS first. Once we provide you all the usernames and passwords. Once you log in, you will see your intake as BPE 223, and you need to click on View Intake, as I mentioned here in red circle. Then you may direct to this interface, and there you need to find intake documentation. Then you can see the required documents and you may upload them respectively. The documents that you upload will be verified by the backend. A detailed guideline on the usage of LMS will be provided with the login credentials in due course. So coaching, the classes will be commenced from 10th June and 11th June. 10th June will be started the Saturday online class, and 11th June will be started the Sunday on-site batch. So I will share the class schedules within next week. There are 2 parallel batches on Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday online class is from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday physical class is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So according to your availability, please choose one batch and participate for the classes accordingly. Finally, Slim will communicate with students mostly via email, and students are requested to provide an accessible email address, and please check your emails on regular basis. So students can contact Slim for any inquiry regarding the program. If you have registered in the Colombo, you may email to me, umesha.b@slim.lk, or you may contact me via my mobile 070-191-8078. So that's it, students. Finally, I wish you all the best in your future studies, and thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thank you, Mrs. Umesha Bogahapitia, for that great introduction about the BPE program. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope and believe this session has given the boundless opportunity to learn about the values of becoming a professional in the business world, and of course, especially in the current competitive marketplace. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining with BPE Business and Professional English Open Day webinar. Have a good day.